about that. Hey there, Kennedy. Oh my goodness. I start out with all this cold rain lately. How are you, dear? I hope we can visit you soon. I've got a bunch of stuff. Maybe I need to get some water. Finish my coffee. Let me. I'm back on Streamlabs for the moment. That should help. And this is from the book Wild Winter. It's suddenly, I'm like, I can't remember who it was. Joseph Kattenbang. Bong Bang, I'm not sure. I started this on Tuesday. And I've worked on it a little bit. I'm glad you're doing well. So, I'm trying to think about the color of the candle stick holder. And I think I'm going to go with silver-ish. We'll see how that goes. I'm using Black Widows today. The grays that I use to make shadow and silver. Graythorn, charcoal, and dim gray. I may throw in spiderweb. I may throw in a spiderweb. I'm not sure. That's really close to Graythorn, so not sure. Let's see. I'm gonna start with. I should start with the dark first. Start with the dark. There are different ways to do silver. So I'm using these grays. Yeah. The spiderweb is too brown. Okay. Blue. One way to help something look more silver is to add some blue. And I may or may not be adding the right blue here. Or in the right places. And there's so much blue in this anyway. Yeah, that dim gray is. You know what? I think maybe it's the dim gray that's not brown. Why do I forget this stuff? Oh, I want you to come over anytime you want to, Kennedy. Hey, Noel. Okay, so we know spiderweb is a brownish gray, as is dim gray. Maybe I got the wrong. And charcoal. Maybe it's graythorn. That's graythorns. That's the one we needed. Well, they're not labeled warm, cold, and French gray, so I have to rely on my faulty memory to remember which one is which. All right, graythorn. You know what I might do? Because I haven't used them in ages. Okay, where would I be if I were gray, silver. If I were silver paint. You know, I get these ideas right in the middle of my stream, and I think, ooh, I gotta go look for that. I knew it was right there. All right. These are Master's Touch Metallic Watercolor. I haven't used them in ages. Now, it might be just as good as, don't fall, don't fall. I really have too much stuff on my desk, but who doesn't? My cat went roar. He's so cute. What kind of pets do y'all have, or do you have any pets? I know what Kennedy has. You know, I put stuff down and then I forget where I put it. But I know in general where I put it. Alright, I'm going to compare these two silvers. Oh my. Okay, that's fine. Oh, I was about to spray the paper. Welcome to my brain. So, I haven't wrapped anything Christmas-wise yet. And I need to spend today and tomorrow getting ready for family that's coming. Oh, sure, anytime. I would actually like to come visit y'all. We obviously aren't coming around Christmas, but I'll just have to ask your mom and dad about that. What was I saying? I can't remember. I can't remember. Oh yeah, getting ready for a family to come. My aunt, which is Kennedy's grandma, and all right, let's see. Well, I didn't get enough going there. Master's Touch is a Hobby Lobby brand. Maybe I needed to use a bigger. Okay. I think that is a good. And her grandpa, I forgot what she called my Uncle Harvey. I don't actually call my aunt and uncle. I just call them by their names. That's a long story. They're closer in age to me than to my mom. And I guess my mom never taught me to say or call them aunt and uncle. Okay, this is the other one. There's almost no difference. Wow. I think I must have gotten a little black in that. Okay, let's look. Well, they're both pretty good. I really can't tell a super difference. Other than this one had some black in it, so some of the streaks are going to be darker. I think I'm going to go with the Master's Touch. Hey, Dawn. Oh, I'm sure they will, because y'all came and spent the night. I think did you spend the night before? Yeah, I think y'all slept in the living room. Whoa. Yes. Now, Kennedy, the last time you were here, I remember saying that Avery probably won't come out because he's not used to y'all. I know it. I will try to get him in a place that I can grab him for you so you can see him, but he'll probably freak out. All right. So I'm letting the water sit there a little bit so it will thicken up, or the water will soak more in. I'm not sure, but if you want to do a watercolor wash, you don't have to wait for it to thicken up. And I've done that before, like for something I was going to color on top of. I just used a wash. And I'm trying to get this to up. And I'll probably, once this is dry on the paper, go back with a dark pencil and put in some shading. Still kind of thin. Thinner than I want. Hey, pumpkin pie. Papa's what I call him. Papa. Papa? Yeah. I called my Papa. Papa. My other grandfather, my dad's stepdad, I called him Granddaddy. All right, let's see what this does. So when making these light bubbles, I was treating it, well, I just took the blue and made a gradient, and then I painted the white, painted the black circle that's around it white. I'm not sure if that looks good or not, but that's the way I'm viewing it. Now, as far as this goes, I might, because I'm going light on the inside, I think maybe I will just go with the silver on the inside of there too, because I overthink things. So let's see, Kennedy, you've got 3 dogs. Oh, she's asking me. Yeah, this is a watercolor. I've used Ohuhu alcohol marker. I've used pencil, color pencil. Now I'm using paint, watercolor. If you give the watercolor the least amount of water, but can still be usable, it's almost like painting with, well, it is paint. It's thicker paint, acrylic. I suppose I could have used a paint pen too instead of watercolor, but that's what came into my head. So that is what I shall do. That is what I shall do. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just coloring in, well, I tore the page out. Coloring in Wild Winter. Oh. Avery, what is your problem? That reminds me of something my dad used to say. We had a, something keeps beeping in my ear. Turn it down. We had a cat, And somehow, I don't know where he got it from. I suppose I could ask him, but he might not remember. But he would say, "What is your major malfunction?" to the cat. Okay, I need a little more water. Hardly getting anything. When I was doing art in college, I didn't want to use watercolor because I couldn't control it. And I said, well, I'm not going to put watercolor in my books. So, you know. But I saw other people working on it, and I thought, maybe I can do watercolor. And so now I'm not afraid to do watercolor. So it's shiny. And remember, don't cover your watercolor when it still needs to dry, because if you don't just let it air dry, then it will grow mold. And that is your tip for the day. Yeah, probably should have done that. That's all right. All right. back to the light. Maybe we'll just do some more. I don't know if this is right or not, but this is what I'm doing with the snow. I am using the dark galaxy blue on parts of it like that. And that's what I did there. And then taking the, oh my goodness. Whenever someone posts on Patreon, it dings in my ear. Excuse me. And then Picasso Sky, to almost color the whole thing, because remember we're having blue snow. And then what I did was take white Posca and then just line it, the outside line. Maybe put a little bit of Posca on the inside. So I don't know if that's the right way to do it, but that is the way I'm doing it today. I've been having dizziness lately. It just has to do with disembarkation syndrome. There's a fancy French name for it, but I can't remember. But I eat ginger candy to help that. Ooh, I need to work on this one. It is. A lot of adult Or it should say coloring books intended for adults. I think I need to color that pages. No. That looks like snow to me. It could be the binding of the book, I guess. I thought it was snow. But that's the snow. Pumpkin pie, where are you from? Tell us about yourself. Hey, that's a good idea. Now, you can, of course, choose what you want to say. But maybe give of course, most of us have, all of our facts are little known on the internet, but maybe you can say an interesting fact about yourself. It could be anything. You can even say, I don't like pumpkin pie. I mean, that could be it. You know, that's not going to give any of your information away. So just kind of like that. I'll go first. A little known fact about me is that I used to play the drums in church. I wasn't super good, but I did okay. I did okay. Yes. Oh, I didn't mean I didn't like you. I don't like the pie itself, pumpkin pie. Okay. See you later, Kennedy. Oh, thank you to my lurkers for coming and lurking. sounds good. I'm using the Prismacolor blender. On the bindings to see if I can't get rid of the lines. Just to distinguish it from the pages. Well, at least that's what I'm trying to go for. I don't know, I like it. I wonder what would happen if I did that up here. I don't know. I don't know if it did anything. Maybe it did a little bit. Whenever I get to the dark, I wipe it out of the pencil so that when I go back into the white, it doesn't bring the blue with it. Oh, I've never said didn't know any private info. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yep. Thanks, Shannon. I don't know, you're kind of confusing there, Pumpkin Pie. You said my age isn't over 16. It's like, is it under or is it over? Okay, I'm piddling on this. The candle, I wanted the candle to be like, oh, I made it cream. It is, what did I use on that? Oh, brown fog. I mean, I could erase it, but I'm trying to think about coloring wax. I suppose I can use some gray of some kind. This is getting into the weeds, y'all. I'm using the gray thorn for the dark spots. I don't know why, I just felt like it. I might put some brown in there. Oh, that is an orange. Where are you, brown? Oh yeah, I was saying before that I'm getting ready for family to come, and I've got so much stuff to do. And I'm quite overwhelmed with it. Now I know this particular family that's coming is not in the least bit concerned if my house is perfectly kept and cleaned up and whatever. I'm not sure I like that. What do you color a candle? Not that. Candle. I mean, candles can be all kinds of colors. I may just say, you know what, I'm just gonna make it this color and that's it. But I wanted instead of being like a yellow or something, I want it to be a white light. I see. No problem. I think we got you. Let's see. I think I'm done with the gifts buying, but not the wrapping. I'm not real crazy about the way this is looking. So I've got a little bit of anxiety about it all. It's not that I'm concerned about my aunt and uncle seeing anything that's not cleaned up. I mean, it's not that. It's just thinking of the things that I need to do. How many things do I need to do? And of course, I didn't start earlier in the week. Yeah, I think I may darken up the tree branches inside the candle. Ooh, I forgot the wax down here. And yeah, I need to. But I mean, I won't darken it the whole thing. Just some of it. Is this piece of branch? It sort of looks like, doesn't look like a piece of branch. I'm not sure what it is. What does that look like to y'all? Now this looks like a piece of branch, this part. But this part, I don't know what that is. All right. Thanks, Shannon. I appreciate you taking care of that. Okay. Yeah, what is that thing? Oh, look, I missed a little bit of that. I wonder if I have any left. Ooh, I got a little bit left. It doesn't really go along with anything else on the page. So even though it kind of doesn't look like it, I'm going to stick with this being a branch. Because I can't imagine this long thing being what you hold the candle with. Because it's just too long. I mean, maybe that's what it's supposed to be, but we're going to make it a branch. Not everything has to make sense. In fact, so much in life doesn't make sense. I'm putting some dark back in there, but not darking it. So it'll be, lights lighting it. I decided not to color over this watch because it kind of goes along with the rabbit. And this is light. This looks like a stamp. But I think I'll cover over it as if it was part of the branch. And a little bit of the snow. We've got a lighter here. I'm probably going to color over that because a lighter in a tree. Here's another watch. Not sure what else was in there. I did color over something and I can't even see where it is now, so that's good. When I'm working on a limited palette, I'm like, okay, what am I going to color this thing? I suppose I could color it silver too. And I could try one of these pink pen silvers. Oh, I already have it out. Good. This is the Artex art marker. Woo! Nice. Wow. Let's see. I can make that. Oh, there it is. good. It's pretty good. I wonder if I can paint over that. What would happen? It would, well, it would reactivate the watercolor. Okay. There we go. But what it did do is leave a little bit of a shine on highlight, which is kind of cool. All right, let me get all the brown out of this. Oh. My brain is just, it's just. So yesterday, I randomly won a gift card, and I was like right on the number. I had to double take, literally double take. Did I really see my number? It was crazy. I definitely can't say I never win anything. Seems like maybe about every 6 months. Something like that. Maybe once a year, I don't know. It's an interesting idea. I'm not sure it'll work. Putting the white in the lighter parts of the branches to make it look like it's glowing. I'm not sure if that's like, I'm not totally happy with it, with the candles. I suppose I could do the same thing, just put some light, put some Posca in the highlights areas. Yeah, I think that looks better. That looks better. You should have gotten it this morning. Okay, awesome. Instant joy. Downloadable gifts. Yay! Awesome. Thank you. Okay. Wait a minute, what did I just do? Oh, okay. That's funny. All right. Cool. Thank you, Shannon. That was really kind. Someone is at my door. Oh, dropping down the other gifts. Okay, awesome. We have this doorbell thing. It's called Ring, and I think I might have mentioned it before. One of the, I think it was the last one, Prime Day. It was on sale for half price, so my husband bought it. And it has been really nice. The funny thing, though, and Shannon, you know how smart dogs can be and how dumb they can be, how smart they can be, is when you ding the doorbell before, they would go insane. If somebody knocked on the door, they would go insane. And, you know, I never taught them to not do that. Because actually, if I don't know the person that's at the door, I want them to hear my dogs. And anyway, and most of the time, if I know who it is, who's supposed to be there, I can tell them to be quiet. They don't always are quiet, but mostly. And anyway, so we got this Ring, and it only makes a noise on my phone and in my earbuds. And that way, if somebody's knocking at the door, well, they're ringing the doorbell. They're not knocking at the door. Then it doesn't make a lot of noise. But it's been 3 months, 2 months since we've had that. And slowly over time, the dogs, I don't know how they can hear it because it's just in my ear or on my phone. Well, if I got my phone down, they can't hear it, but surely they couldn't hear anything from my earbuds. Maybe they can. But when the door does that, when there's a like, you know, it makes my ear, the dogs go crazy like somebody knocked at the door. Because they know when that makes a sound, Mommy gets up to check to see who's at the door. I don't always get up, but I get up enough for them to know, and it's just crazy. So back to square one on teaching them not bark at the door. And if they're outside, they can hear somebody coming to the porch. And they usually just bark out there. So I will either have to work on them more with not barking or just let them bark. I don't know. Hey Sue, happy Friday to you. It's amazing that it's almost Christmas. Absolutely amazing. You know what I should do is post to you. Oh, silly me. Post the community tab my tree. No, I don't want to comment on my own post. Thank you. I don't know what happened to that picture. Select more photos. Yeah. Okay. I have this ribbon, this blue and silver ribbon, and I looked up how to make a bow and how to decorate a tree with the bow, with the ribbon, because I had never done that. And there are so many ways to do it. And the ribbon is got wire in it, so you can undo whatever it is that you did. And that's what I did. I did 4 different types of ribbon treatment. I spiraled the ribbon for one. I put the ribbon like it was I don't know, like you used to see mayors in movies have this sash across, and then one it's just hanging down. And then the last one is the one that I ended up, and I'm going to be adding more. But anyway, is it going to put it up? Yay. All right. So, my tree. Christmas tree. I'll be adding more of those little bows. But what I did there was I just folded them into like teardrops and folded the one end of it around and pinched it and then stuck it inside the tree to where it wouldn't unravel. And that one is the one I like the best because you can really overdo ribbon, I think. And I did not want to overdo ribbon. Just adding some more shadow. Shadow of the snow. Not that it's gonna have that much shadow, but anyway, so it's on my community tab. Oh, hey Callie, thanks for coming in. Yay! It's still cloudy here. We're gonna have rain for a few days. Oh yeah, no. No lighted candles. Yeah, I thought that was interesting to find out that people would put lit candles on a tree. I mean, that screams fire, you know. Maybe they didn't light them very long, just for like 5 minutes or something, but or somehow they were able to, maybe the wax was different. Maybe they had those glass bulbs over it. I don't know how you could put that on there. It would be heavy. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was interesting that people would have that on their trees. I'm not really good at making bows either, but I tried. Thanks, Noelle. Yes. Yes. Servants to put it out. Okay. think now I can actually add this gray. This is charcoal. Makes more sense. I mean, it looks better. Let's color a butterfly. Brown. I love brown and I love blue, but I need to change it up. Okay. Hey, Blue. Blue Daisy. We have Lady Jane, Bruise, and Deep Purple, which is a weird combination. But that's what I picked. And I can't remember why. Oh, I know. It was to kind of match this, which is really what that looks like. So what I've been doing is the middle part of sometimes I just lay this down here instead of actually putting it on. Anyway, is the middle part, the inside part is the deep one, and then go over that and go a little further with the Bruise. And then I think there must be a little brown in that because it looks dirty right there. But it matters not because I will be adding glaze. They don't make these, give them names, so it's kind of irritating. Oh yeah, gotta have my pusher. That sounds terrible. The full blender, because I can't, I'm trying to think of something else I can use to move that. I suppose I could try paintbrush, but then it would get stuck on there. Maybe I could use one of these things. I mean, the full blender works. It doesn't harm it or anything, but let's try this anyway. Make sure it works. I think it soaks it up too much, whereas this sort of pushes it around. Selling stuff on Marketplace is frustrating. See, it didn't do anything to my full blender, so we're good. You get 10 people that ask you if it's available, and then you say yes it is, and you might not even get one replying, oh, how can I pay you? I'll pick it up today. And then you get the people that just say, "Oh, I'm coming after it. Oh, sorry, I got involved in something else. Can I get it tomorrow?" And sometimes I don't know if these people are just incompetent or they're just trying to annoy. Either way, it's annoying. Now this is when Costella on the edges. And then I'm going to go with the black for the inside. Because they made it that way down here. I might leave a little bit of highlight on it. Ooh, I just love how that pops off that tree. Look at that. A friend used OfferUp. She has good luck with that. I never buy anything from Marketplace or OfferUp. Yeah, I noticed that some people will say in their description, don't ask if it's available. It is if it's still there, if you can still see it. And I'm sure that people that do that, still get people asking, is it available? I really don't mind if somebody asks it's available. It's just when I ask if something is available and I'm not sure that I want to get it or not, I'll ask questions like, what are the dimensions? And then I'll say, Steve, can we get such and such? And he would say, where we're going to put it. How big is it? Oh, I don't know. Let me ask, And no, we don't have a place for it. So then if I've already asked the person the dimensions and they say whatever, then I'll say, well, that's not the right size. Or I might say, well, my husband said no, or I'll pass, thank you. I mean, just anything so that the person that's trying to sell it doesn't have one more person to string them along. Yep. Oh, this blue? Yeah, this is an eraser. It's called Lion, ERIS. And I need to find the replacement eraser for this pretty soon. But I was introduced to this kind of eraser 3 years ago when I was getting back into art. And I started with just drawing rather than coloring. And see it. What's that doing here? I was going to demonstrate. I suppose I could just pretend I'm demonstrating. What the artist would do was take the square. He was using the Derwent eraser that looks like this. And he would cut it at an angle. Like right across here. And then you would have this nice, and then he'd, I guess he'd cut it this way. And it would make an angle. And so on one side you had this neat little thin eraser that you could get into places that you couldn't get in if you just used the whole eraser or even a small eraser. And that was really nice. I like that. And I didn't really want to spend that much money on erasers, so I bought these. They come in a pack of 3, and they're not very expensive, so. Let's see if I can't find you. So it might be time for me to. I'm not seeing any down there. Let's try this one. Oh, there they are. Very good. So here's my. I thought I had the replacement insides. Oh, that's the triangle ones that don't work for me. Anyway, they're called Slide and Rub Auto Lock Eraser, and it comes in a set of 3. So I need to leave this one out because that one is almost done. And what I was looking for was my X-Acto knife. That's what you use to cut it at that angle. And I would put it on I would put it down and cut it like that instead of holding it up and doing it, which, I shake, so. And I think it probably would help in coloring too. I get off on tangents so much. Oh, you do? Well, I've got the AFMAT one. Do you like the Ohuhu eraser? So I've got the AFMAT and the Lion and the Mono Zero circle. I do have the Mono Zero triangle, rectangle, but I don't use it that much. I say it's out here and it's not. Probably because I put it away. Is it hiding? No, it's not. It's the old one. I do have another circle one. It's the Mono Knock. And so it's going to be like the big brother of the Mono Zero. It doesn't work quite as well as Mono Zero. But since I have it out here, so those are the 4 I have, including, pencil erasers, which hardly ever use. You like it? Yeah. This is the 3rd AFMAT I've had of this kind. I have their other one that's just. I started out with one like this, but it was a cheaper one. And then I bought the AFMAT, and it works okay, but you got to change batteries often. And this one is the plug-in kind. That fell down on the floor. Anyway, you can plug that in there in the USB, and it doesn't take very long, and the charge lasts a long time. This one I don't use even when I go on trips because it actually hurts my hand to push. So that is my tangent for the moment. But now, back to trying to color the inside. I'm really not sure why I'm doing it this way, other than I used this blue on the background in addition to the Ohuhu art marker or alcohol marker and a black pencil. So there's blue there, and I thought, well, if a candle is going, then it kind of pushes that black away, and you're left with the blue. That was my uh, that was my thinking. My husband is doing some laundry. Sometimes he'll ask me, could you do such and such? And I go, yeah, sure. But other times he will just jump right in and do the laundry. We don't have a set time to do laundry. Like some people do laundry every Tuesday or whatever. But we just do laundry when we need it, which may or may not be okay. But that's how we've done it for a long time. I'm using Picasso again. And probably gonna use white. I need to make a list of what I need to do to get ready for Sunday. And I'm also making a special soup. It's a knockoff of the Jason's Deli soup. Potato and vegetables. I think it's called chicken pot pie soup. Whoops. Hey, Thomas. The Generals? Yeah, Generals has got a lot of good stuff. You probably didn't notice I've got two other ones. Now they can come in a pack of two, but stuff gets dropped or lost or left or something, so I make sure I have more than one of those. That is probably the one I go to the most. And I have a bunch of replacement eraser fills. Yeah, let's see. We used to call that the pencil vortex. Because we would be looking for a pencil or a pen, and inevitably, that's a big word for me, it would be, it would be inside the couch, and ever so often we would go look inside the couch and we would find all these pins. So we called it the pin vortex. That's where all the socks and what else, erasers go, is in the pin vortex. not sure about this rabbit. Maybe I need to put some deep shadows in the rabbit. To make the white whiter. And I could add, where's that Graythorn? Graythorn, where did you go? I'm hiding. Oh, you have the AFMAT? Yeah. At first I thought this is going to be so frustrating to hold, but in fact it's very much the opposite. You can have this part on your thumb or you can have it on your finger. I usually have it this way, but if I pick it up and it just happens to sit this way, then I use the thumb. But I like those. I also have the AFMAT pencil sharpener. So I guess I must like that company. Except I don't like that wand looking eraser, electric eraser, the battery one. I've got this one song in my head that I can kind of only remember the general tune and the some of the lyrics. Oh, I know what it was. It's called Bleak Midwinter. And I was watching a very short documentary about, well, it's not really a documentary, it was just somebody talking about the story. And it has a wonderful story. With so many of different stories and songs and whatnot, they don't get recognized until after the artist on paintings do, until after the artist or creator, whatever you want to call, poet, is long gone or just gone. And so there's a lady in the, I want to say 1800s, wrote this poem, and then later it was put to music. And that's kind of a common thing too with the hymns. See how I can move this around? I don't know, it's just easier. So I'm hearing that song in my head, parts of it anyway. I think it's hard for y'all to tell. It's hard for me to tell. Hey, let's try using this eraser. A bigger round one. Yeah. That's part of the problem, is that it doesn't matter whether I'm using this glove or just my hand. Color always smears. I don't think, what are they called? The polys do that, but definitely anything with wax. Smears pretty good. Well, now the rabbit looks wider. Yeah. Hey Thomas, I said hey to you. Oh. Oh, I didn't even see that. I love the Black Widows. I know it is not some people's favorite. But I like it. And they work well in this paper. I like how they blend, how they layer, how they feel in my hand. You know, the fact is that a 6 sides? Is that hex? Hex is 5, isn't it? No, that's hexa shape. This is my brain today. It's just not here. My brain. I'm just like slowly adding color. I don't know why they just don't bundle them together as one set. Yeah. It could be to make more money. It could be that they decided to start by making a small set and to see how they're received and then add more colors. But yeah, you do end up paying more for them, but you know, they're nice pencil. Who was it that said that they're coming out with another Another set. I don't remember. It's been ages since I heard that, but somebody must be up on these things. Well, what I ended up doing was I just bought them all. I had started out with a small, I think I had the dragon. Is it called the dragon set? Yeah, whatever the last one was. I bought that, and then um, I got to use some of the tax return, and he said, "What do you want?" And I said, "I want the rest of the Black Widow pencils." Okay, so that's what I did. Oh, no, 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 no. I have a lot of alarms set, and it annoys me when I don't catch it. Thanks. I hope so. I'm thinking I'm going to be adding some Posca to really make it white. To make it white and white. So I don't think I have any more dusty color in there. Do you think I should go darker on the darks, or maybe bring in Posca and see what happens? Like, just kind of put it where there's no lines or not that many lines. I'm not entirely sure. I know that the way you make something look white is by using grays, which that's what I was trying to do. I'm not sure that worked very well. Let's give him a, this is a Lady Jane, pinkish nose. Kind of goes along with the butterflies. So I guess I can go even darker. Shh! He'll come back in a minute. Oh, I got a dog story for you. It's very short. I go back into the kitchen from being in here and to get something, and I heard lots of dropping and banging, and Steve had put the dryer or the washer on heavy, like high spin, which I never do except maybe when I'm washing towels, and the whole machine was shaking. Bam, 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 bam. And then I heard something fall. So I go in there, and Sydney, our big dog, comes out, and she is from her, well, it looks like she has dark brown socks on, and on her face a dark brown muzzle. And I thought, what did she get into in there? And I realized she was digging outside. Now we've got a special thing around our fence line to keep dogs from digging into other people's yards. But we only left it on long enough for the dogs to, well, 2 dogs in particular, to get the idea, oh, I should not dig here. Well, it's been off for a long time, and she actually dug into I said this is going to be a short story, but it didn't. Dug into the neighbor's yard, and the neighbor brought her back. But so this morning, I guess Steve must have gone out there to see where she was digging, but she came in just as dirty as can be, and he put her in the tub and cleaned her off as much as he could and washed it with some kind of soap. I don't know what he used. Maybe he went and got the dog shampoo, but anyway, she came in a mess. Because it's, well, not only is she digging, but it's muddy because it's been raining a lot. And she tracks it all in the hallway. So we have the hallway, the kitchen, and the bathrooms have this tile on them. And there were footprints all up and down. And then she even came into my cave, which still has some carpet, and she was walking on that. And while I was waiting for Steve to get the tub ready or the water ready or whatever, I came back into my cave, and she was starting to follow me. I said, nope, not gonna happen. That's my dog story. I know I keep working on this bunny, but you know, I'm slowly building up to see if I can make it look white by using dark gray and a medium gray. I don't know, maybe I should just leave it as is. It's just taking a long time. While bunnies have all turned white for winter, they have a little gray on the ears and the bellies. Yeah. It's just figuring out how to, well, that's not going to do much, is it? How to make them look white. Well, if I stand back or just, yeah, stand back from it, it looks fine. It's fine. Boop, boop, boop. 11:11, make a wish. So that comes from my daughter. I don't know where she got the notion of it, but something silly kids make up. So whenever I see 11:11, I automatically think, make a wish. Which really is sort of like knocking wood. I don't knock wood anymore. I mean, I used to do it out of habit and to be silly, but now I just say, It's not really a real thing, so probably I shouldn't shouldn't mess with it. But that's me. If you makes you feel better to knock wood, then knock wood. Just don't knock yourself out. Don't knock yourself out. I just love them butterflies. They're so cute. Oh, okay, so now I've got this. Yeah, I'm not entirely done with this one. I'll have a lot of papers behind that, and then I check colors on them. Wild bunnies. That's really dark there. Alright, I gotta turn this sideways, I think. Maybe I don't. I guess to get to it, it keeps moving. Things I need to do to get ready for visiting. Clean the hall bathroom. I do want to clean the fridge because I've got these new plastic liners that you put on it. They're really kind of made for the drawers, the vegetable and the fruit drawers, but I'm gonna put it directly on there on the shelves. So I've got that. And Saturday I will start cooking the soup. I'll cook the whole thing. Sorry, I gotta turn. This is just too much shaking. This is washi tape, by the way. I need to pretend that this circle is still here. That way I'll color the rest of it properly. I'll sweep and mop. Get the table ready. Wrap presents. I should be able to do all that in a short period of time, but I'll be spreading it out because I tend to overdo things and cause myself fatigue and whatnot, so we better not do that. I just don't mind where I put my pencils, and then they end up everywhere. And I can't find them. Oh, as far as Black Widows go, I don't particularly like them on the Creative Heaven? Yeah. What is it called? Creative Haven paper. I don't like it on this paper. But it's, I did show you that. I finished that, right? I think I did. I need to take a picture of it. And I don't like it in the Snot paper book. But I think it's okay on most of the rest of the paper I have. I'm gonna need to put one here. I need to make a cheese ball. Cheese ball! What was somebody doing on? Oh, I can't remember. They were making something into little balls and deep frying it. Maybe it was cheese. I don't remember. I'd have to go look at my watch history. Ooh, I kind of like what that white's doing there. He's not in there, Sydney. She thinks Steve's out in the garage. Puppies? See, that was a happy accident. I go, oh no, I got the white and the blue. Actually, I think I like it. Probably, I'm gonna need to erase some of that. Well, now it's gonna bug me. Let's see. Of course, it might have been so long ago. I watch stuff all the time. I have to make a ribbon. It was a short. Oh, it was the Nutella stuffed. Look at that. I need that. Isn't that amazing? My mother is supposed to come to make. Yeah, I'm gonna share that. I wonder if I should be able to do that. I thought I could share it here, but anyway, Nutella gingerbread. My mother's supposed to come and bake gingerbread cookies today. She hasn't called this morning. Well, there goes cleaning. I said, oh, I'll just make the gingerbread ahead of time. I think my sister's coming too, so that'll be cool. Okay, I still don't like so much blue right there. Yikes. I just erased something I didn't mean to erase. I'm just kind of making the whole flame white. Something like that. Something like that. You don't like Nutella? Wow. Ooh, that sounds really good. Because green apples are a little tart. And then you put the sweet with that, and it's like heavenly. I have not had Nutella in ages, mainly because I would want to eat the whole thing. And as it is, I don't need to be eating the whole of anything. But that looks like it would be fun to make the Nutella gingerbreads. So I said did I say that? I was going to make the dough up ahead of time, but I don't think so. Because you're supposed to put the dough in the fridge and let it get cold for about 2 hours. But if you put it in the freezer for obviously less than 2 hours, then you get the same result. Like 30 minutes or something. Look at that. I color this watch silver. And then the face to white. So that is basically repeat that on that side. And I think it'll look pretty good. I'm not entirely certain about the candles and the glow, but I love the butterflies and I love the blue books looking like snow, right? So down here, I will just repeat what I did with the snow and it'll be blue. And the butterflies, I think, will really pop out. What do y'all think? You think it's rubbish? Or do you think it'll be okay? And probably will. Yeah, I'll probably be coloring over that. I wonder if I should just go ahead and... Can you even see what I'm doing? A lighter. I don't need a lighter in my picture. I suppose it's supposed to be. I might make this a candle. You know, put candle color there. So it looks like a candle rather than a lighter. Thanks, Sue. I hope so. And then when you remove washi tape, everybody wants this table. Okay, too far. Very good. Does it have instructions? No, but you can find them online. And YouTube. Midlothian. Before I give people my address to come buy something, I make sure they know that I'm in Midlothian, because if I give them my whole address and they say, oh, that's too far, then they have my whole address. Anyway, go slowly when you pull that off. The other thing that I do is when I pull out a section of washi tape, it's hard to do that on this because I just rolled it up. But anyway, I put it on my pants, and it picks up a little bit of dust and I don't know, whatever's on your pants. And it keeps her from sticking too much, because I have ruined a page by sticking it straight on. Anyway, so remove it slowly. Oh, y'all, stop that. Anyway, I don't know that I'm going to get this done. But, let's see. Tuesday, I will not be here Tuesday. But I will plan on being here next Friday. And hopefully I'll have finished this by then. That will be my goal, is to sit down and work on this a little bit every day to finish it up. Peanut butter. Have you tried almond butter? I used to mix peanut butter or almond butter with the Nutella, and it was heavenly. Good stuff. Thanks. I like the blue too. I think I don't want to overdo the Posca, but I really like it for highlights like that. It helps to bring out the book a little more. Well, thank you to my lurkers, and thanks to Shannon. She's an awesome mod. Getting rid of that person earlier. If anyone else wants to be a mod, that's fine too. I think Gail and Jennifer are mods too. Don't know. Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody, and I'll see you next Friday. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think anyone else. Let's see who's on the rest of today. That would be Emily. I think is on tonight, and I've got classes just tonight, so I probably won't be in there. But yes, Merry Christmas, everyone. Hope you have a nice weekend. And you're welcome for streaming. Hey! They are literally just playing, but they sound like they're going to rip each other's ears off. Could y'all stop that? And with that, I'll say Merry Christmas. Thanks for coming. Bye. See you later. Yes, Merry Christmas, y'all. Perfect.